Here are some tips from men on how to talk to women in real life. I'm going to link the video where I got the tips from in the description, so check that out. Courage is a muscle. People think I'm an introvert or I'm an extrovert, but courage is a muscle that you can train, and Charlie Houbert uses what he calls progressive exposure therapy to teach people how to be effective in talking with women. So for example, when you go up to a woman, you can just make a conversation and just say something. That's all you have to do. Don't even worry about how it sounds. Just say something. He says, just start flirting with life. Just be friendly to everyone you meet and say hi to your neighbor, the person, the cashier. Start using that muscle. The next thing is then to make sure that you don't let anyone interrupt you. If they interrupt, make sure you always finish your sentence. Another tip is, people who feel shy, who haven't worked up the courage muscle, they will trail off at the end of the sentence. So you focus on finishing your sentence strong, and you just do one thing at a time and add on. So I used to be an introvert myself. I was always very shy. I used to just like to observe people and listen to them talk. I always wanted to work for someone else. I didn't want to be an entrepreneur. And what helped me get my social skills is when I was a realtor and I had to go door knocking. I was terrified. But after a few months of doing it, I got better and better, and I got more comfortable with people. People say I'm so confident and all of that. I worked on that stuff. I took sales courses, and I went door knocking, and I had a coach. So I got to be outgoing because of practice and working through my fear and using courage. Plus, my ex-husband told me, honey, you better go out and make some money. So I had a little pressure right there. Now, when you so if I can do it, well, you could do it too. Okay. Now, the other thing is when you're talking to women, and this is so true, you have to show your interest in a woman. You kind of lean in, you talk to her, you have to show interest. This is like if you're out at a bar, and you have to let the woman know you have some standards. She wants to feel that that she's special, and you drop hints in the conversation like, I really like it when people are nice to the waiter, or something like, I'm taking care of my roommate's dog. Like something to show that you have standards, that you care about people. You don't want the woman to feel like, well, you just came up and talked to me because I have nice curves. And the next thing is that you have to be able to manage the sexual tension. And that reminds me of when I tell men to bring their cock with them. But I didn't really realize how men exactly do it. And these are the tips he gives, is that you kind of linger with the eye contact. And it's going to feel uncomfortable. All this stuff is going to feel uncomfortable because it's new. So that's where your courage and your tenacity has to come in. You just got to keep looking. Or if you're dancing, you just dance a little close. You just maintain that tension. Or the example, if you're meeting a woman for a drink or dinner, instead of sitting at the opposite, across from each other at the table, sit next to her. Put your hand on her hand. Put your hand on her shoulder. Start making those kinds of gestures. Otherwise, it's really awkward. You're sitting across from someone at dinner. There's been no sexual tension, no interest shown, and then you walk her to the car and want to kiss. Like, where did that come from? Feels kind of weird. And pokey. I'm going to use the word pokey. I hope these tips were really helpful. I really would love to see more men interact with women in real life. Thank you for watching my video.